All right, well, 13 different skaters record a point tonight. What was the mood on the bench? You get a couple of goals early on. It seemed like scoring was a little bit contagious tonight.
Yeah, I mean, that's something we talked about last night is guys are going down. We played with 11 forwards last night, 11 again tonight. A lot of guys out with injuries, called up to Chicago, so a lot of guys are stepping into new roles, getting opportunities they may not have otherwise gotten. And they're contributing. So it was, that's what it takes to win games when when you're up against it with injuries and call-ups and whatnot. So great that everybody was able to pitch in and contribute, and good win.
One of those guys stepping up, getting his first AHL goal in his first AHL game, Kevin Lombardi. Obviously nice to see him get a goal. Did that provide maybe even an extra spark from the guys on the bench once they realized it was his first?
Yeah, the guys were excited and happy for him. He's been here for quite a while this year, and he's been a pro. He's put in the work to keep himself ready, and glad that he was able to step right in and play a good game with the first opportunity that he got.
And then touching again on the blue line, a couple of the top guys up in Chicago, a pretty good defensive effort tonight, keeping them at bay. What'd you see really this weekend, because they looked sharp last night as well?
Yeah, I think when we're at our best defending, we're defending as a five-man unit. We're compact in the defensive zone. We're aggressive in the offensive zone, trying to keep pucks alive and make them go 200 feet when they do get possession. So, certain D played a ton of minutes, and others that hadn't played many games for us this year, again, contributed and put in some real solid minutes for us.
And then not a whole lot of penalty trouble tonight. Is it nice when you're able to play a lot of 5-on-5 and get all four lines rolling and get a good flow?
It is, yeah. Because only a handful of guys really play penalty kill. So, if you get into one of those games where it's a lot of special teams, a lot of power plays, a lot of kills, there's certain guys that kind of get out of the flow and, end up sitting for long periods of time. So good to stay out of the box. And, we thought that we were a better team 5-on-5, so it was good to play the majority of the game, even strength.
And I know we talked a little bit about it, but just scoring from all throughout the lineup when you're missing guys like Cini and Anderson, you got a lot of guys stepping up. How much confidence does that give you as a coaching staff and even the guys in the room when you have guys like Lipin, and a couple of those guys finding the back of the net, throughout the lineup?
Yeah, well, I think as we close out the regular season and head into playoffs, that's what it's going to take to be successful and keep playing for as long as possible, is getting the contributions up and down the lineup. And hopefully the guys that are playing bigger roles right now with guys out are getting confidence. They're gaining that invaluable experience, and it's going to help lead us to success come playoff time.
Weeks looked sharp last night. Camesso, another great game tonight. Just how nice is that as a head coach when you kind of know whichever goalie you put in, you're going to get a pretty good performance?
Yeah, I think it trickles through the team. When they're playing the way they are back there, the team's confident. You don't have to grip the stick as tight. Mistakes are going to happen in games, and those guys have been there to bail us out when it does happen. So it just it feeds confidence throughout the group.
Yeah, I mean, it just shows how deep our team is. Obviously our first two lines are pretty good goal scorers, but when the third and fourth line score, it obviously helps us win.
All right, McCormick in his first AHL game, Lombardi, yeah, thank you. Lombardi, first AHL game, finds his first AHL goal. Is there a little bit of extra excitement on the bench when you saw that one go in?
Oh yeah, I mean, he's been practicing with us, I don't know for how long, but I mean, to see him play and to see him score, obviously it's huge for him, and super happy for him.
All right, you get a couple of points tonight. Just talk about what was going well with your line and getting a couple of opportunities throughout the game.
Yeah, I think it just started last night. Me and Savvy had a good talk last night, and we played together today, and obviously things clicked, but I was just shooting the puck today. Legs felt good, so yeah.
A couple of top scorers out of the lineup, and Cini and Anderson. So how nice is it to have a couple of the guys throughout the lineup contribute and finally break through for a big number tonight after the last couple of games, maybe getting a little frustrated or a couple of really big saves against, how nice is it to finally get a 5 spot up on the board?
Yeah, I mean, it's good. We can't really win games scoring 1 or 2 goals in this league. You got to score 4 or 5 like we did tonight. Obviously, our whole team was contributing today, so yeah, it was good.
And Mitchell Weeks, really solid last night. Comesso, another great start tonight. How nice is it as a forward when you know that whichever goalie is playing behind you, you're going to get a pretty good performance?
Yeah, it brings us the most confidence. I mean, when having a guy like that back there that can save those pucks, it's huge.
All right, you get your first AHL start tonight. Just kind of take us through what was it like those first couple of shifts out there at the BMO Center tonight.
Yeah, definitely a lot of excitement, but a little bit of nerves, which is to be expected. But no, these guys coming in here just make the transition a lot easier, and it's just a lot of fun being here.
All right, and then take us through the goal. You stick with it, and you're able to get it home. Just how sweet was that? Maybe blacking out a bit when you're celebrating? Just take us through that whole time.
Yeah, definitely. Al made a great play, brought it down to the net, and, I just jammed it, and I just saw it on the line right there, and I, wasn't letting go of that. So definitely blacked out a little bit. It was a lot of excitement and, a lot of, hard work that went into that.
You spent some good amount of time up here in Rockford and getting practice and getting to know these guys. How much has that played into the success when you're able to get out there tonight? Did you feel like you weren't really behind? Do you feel like you were kind of right in step, getting some good experience with these guys on the ice before the first game tonight?
Yeah, definitely. Just being here, practicing up to their speed, it's definitely an adjustment for anyone. So just all these practices have definitely helped, and like I said, just being around these guys and just seeing what they do every single day and how they go about it, it's helps me become a better player, and that's how I'm going to get to the next step.
And watching you out there tonight, didn't look like there was much of a learning curve, but did you feel like it was a pretty fast game and were able to settle in, or did you feel pretty good right from the first shift?
Yeah, I think first couple shifts just the nerves, but right after that, I felt like I settled in nice and just tried using my body to the best that I can. So I was really excited with that.
And 13 different skaters find the score sheet tonight. How nice is that, knowing that you can get some pretty good scoring up and down the lineup in a game like that?
Yeah, definitely. It's huge, especially this time of year. You need all 4 lines going, and that's what happened tonight. So definitely a really good win for the team.
And both Weeks and Comesso, some good starts this weekend against Manitoba. How nice is it to know no matter which goaltender is going to be in between the pipes, you're going to get a pretty good performance?
Yeah, exactly. They're both really good goalies, and it doesn't matter who's in the net. We have the confidence that they're going to do the job, and they did this weekend.
All right, thanks so much for the time. Congrats on the goal.
Appreciate it.